Hey guys, so we're going to be drafting high-waist skirts today, and the requirements are the skirt waist, the hip circumference, the hip line, the skirt length, and the band height. So we'll go ahead and measure the skirt length first. So I'll be using 18 inches. It's quite a short skirt, okay? So 18 inches as the skirt length. Then we'll connect the marked point carefully. Okay, so we'll now go ahead and measure the hip line, and the hip line is the distance between your skirt's waist and your hip. So I'll be using 10 inches for mine, and I'm going to connect the marked point. Okay, so after this we need to fix in our the body measurements. That's the skirt circumference, the hip circumference also. So then whatever your measurement is around your body, like the waist, or rather I'll be starting with the hip. My hip round divided by 4, so I have 10.5. okay, then whatever I have on the hip, I'll take it down to the skirt length, the same 10.5. Then on the waist, I'll measure my waist circumference divided by 4. Okay, so after dividing it by 4, I have 7.5 inches. Okay, then I'll add my 1 inch for the dart allowance, because I'm going to put that on the waist. So I'll connect the hip to the waistline, and also connect the hip to the skirt length. But I'll be drafting a pencil skirt, so from the actual measurement I'm going to subtract 1.5. okay, so then I'll connect it. So this is how to draft your pencil skirt. Then since there are no sharp edges around this place, so I need to remove those sharp edges, pardon me. Then I'll go ahead and add my 1 inch seam allowance to the side. So I add it all through. So if you like, you can add ½ inch for your seam allowance, or 2 inches. So I'll be using 1 inch for this tutorial. I'll connect them together, then smoothing them out also, the sharp edges. Okay, so that is it. I'll go ahead and draft the dart. So my bust to bust distance divided by 2. So I'll mark it. Then I'll be using 4.5 inch for the dart height. Then I'll mark 0.5 inch on both sides. Then connect it together. And that is it for our front pattern. Okay, so please, if you are not yet clear, you can go back and watch the video from the beginning for better understanding. Then for our hemming allowance, I'll just add 1 inch. 1 inch for the hemming allowance. You can make it 2 inches, but for the sake of this tutorial, 1 inch will be enough for me. So going to draft the back pattern, so it's just the same thing with the front pattern. The only difference is the zip allowance, and I've ruled out 1.5 inch. You can see from the side for the zip allowance. Then I'll just go and trace it out instead of cutting another one from my friend, because it's just the same the same way we did the front pattern. So the only difference is just the zip allowance, which is out there already. Then I'll trace out the dots too, know where it stops. That will be easy to draw it out. I'm using my ruler to trace them out carefully. So guys, if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, Terah Threads, please do. And for my returning subscribers, thank you guys for always coming back. Thank you. So for the back pattern, I'll be using 5.5 inches for the dart. You know, since because of the buttocks, the back might be a bit raised, so I want the dart to fall properly. So I make my back pattern, my back darts to be longer than the front dart. Okay, so that is it with the back pattern. So you can add any choice of slits you want, but I won't be focusing on that for this tutorial. I just want to trace out the hip line, just to be sure where the hip line is. Okay, and that is it in the back pattern. So now drafting, we've cut that out. So it's time to do the business of the day. So in cutting out the waistband, we need to cover up the darts. So the way covering it up means like we've sewn the darts already. Okay, so you cover it up and use the main measurement to cut out your band. So I will just go ahead and trace it out carefully. Trace the waist. It's a bit curvy, not just the normal straight line. I would have drawn out a straight line, but in order for the band to sit properly, so that's why I have to use the main pattern to trace it out. It's not just completely straight, no. But either way, if you want to try out the straight line, you can still try it out and let's see the difference. But I believe this will sit tight. It will sit properly on the skirt. The band will sit properly. So the height of my band is going to be 4 inches. I want it to be a bit high. Okay, so it's going to be 4 inches. So I'm marking that out now. So I'll connect it also. So you make sure what you have up is the same thing with the upper one too. That will be easy. There won't be shortage when joining the fabric together. Just want to make sure that the lines align. So go ahead and connect the two separate lines together. So this band is for the back pattern. Then I've added joining allowance because I'm going to cut them in 2 pieces. Then also marking out the point that is going to sit on the skirt. So this is the back pattern. I'm going to cut 2 pieces of this. Then we'll go ahead and draft the band also for the front pattern. And we'll follow the same method. You cover up the darts as if it's been sewn, or joined together, sewn rather. Then We'll do that carefully. Then I'll trace it out too. Just the same way we did for the front, for the back rather. Trace it out carefully. Then connect the marked point or the dotted line. So I'll go ahead and measure the height too, which is 4 inches. So we'll join it together too. Make sure the lines are accurate. The same thing up and down. Then add the joining allowance to it also. And also make sure these pieces, also make sure you cut out 2 pieces of this. Yes, the front pattern, you cut 2 pieces. Then make sure you fix them properly. Okay? And we are done with the band, which is the main focus of this tutorial, high-waist skirt. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please, if you do, give it a thumbs up, like and share my videos with your loved ones. Okay guys, and again, if you're here to subscribe, please subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you can be notified each time I post a new videos. And I know we are going higher, guys. We are going higher. I know we're going to go far. So thank you guys for always sticking around. Thank you for always watching my videos. I love you guys. Bye.